Hi everyone! Welcome to Modern Mom Girl! It's a girl, Emmy.
And it's your girl, Lex.
And Ninaco.
Period!
Alright,
Finally got our first guest.
Special guest here with us.
I'm so honored.
And as you can see, we are in LA with Ninaco and super excited to get this episode started. So what should we start with first, Lex?
Yeah, before we do get started, if you are watching this episode, you can see that the setup is kind of all over the place.
Yes.
But that's what happens when we're just starting, right? So give us some grace, like we usually say. But welcome to this episode with Ninaco. We're so excited to have you. And so if you guys do not know who Ninaco is, she is a Hmong artist. Y'all go check her out. Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, all her socials. She be coming up. We've been using her songs in some of our content as well too, which we love. And so today's episode is really just to get to know her, who she is, how she is the baddie and Poj Laib she is, period. And so let's start with some cues.
All right, so first we're just going to really introduce Ninaco. So you go ahead and say anything about yourself, whatever you want them to know.
What's up, you guys? I'm Nina, aka Ninaco. My real name is Colina, but I go by either. So Colina, Nina, Ninaco, Ninaco, whatever you call me, I'll respond. I've technically been doing music for a long time, but I started off with photography and videography before I actually went into music. Yeah, and so prior to coming to LA, I did a lot of like shooting, a lot of photos and videos, a lot of pro bono work. But when I came to LA, I really wanted to be super intentional and focused on myself, my career, my passions, and just kind of really hone in 100% on myself. And so when I came out to LA, I was like, okay, I'm going to do music. I'm going to go 100% in on it. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. So, yeah.
Love that. So how would you say your artist journey began?
I think like most people might say, from a young age. I feel like for me specifically, my music journey and my music comes from my experience as a Hmong woman.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up, I guess I'm not like first generation. I think I'm considered second generation because my mom and them were born here, but my grandparents and them came from the motherland, right? And so growing up, I noticed within a lot of my experiences, I was very Americanized and I wanted to go out and do more things that, the American kids are doing and like the Mika kids are doing, but I couldn't because, our families thought it was like taboo and it's wrong and it's not very daughter-like, And so growing up, I think, we can all say this too for any Hmong woman, but we've seen instances of like our relatives, our cousins, our aunts, our uncles, just kind of like go through some of the situations that they've gone through. Like, for example, something that really sticks to me is my cousins or my older cousins. I never really got to have a really deep, close relationship with them, especially the females, because by the time they were like, I don't even know if they were legal yet, but by the time they were like over the age of 15, 16, they like ran off to get married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I never really got to have a really close, deep relationship with a lot of my female cousins. So I always hung out with my male cousins, which wasn't bad. And I think that's also like where my masculinity and my tomboy comes from too. Yeah. So, and I think just like going through those experiences, it made me really want to create a safe space and just a fun space for women like me, like children and I don't even know what to say, like kids like us who went through the experience of coming from another country, right? We're not from another country, but our parents did. And so trying to learn how to live in a country that is not familiar to our family was difficult. But I also was like, I do feel like we'll get to a point where we can have songs that are about us, for us, made by us. And so that's exactly what I wanted to do before God is like, yo, it's your time to leave. I was like, okay, let me try to drop some seeds and, put music out there that I feel like girls like me would love. And, whether or not people will listen to it now, I know that maybe in 5-10 years from now, people are going to be like, oh, wow, actually, we did not know there was like Hmong female rapper, right?
Yeah.
Like there's hip hop music, there's Hmong hip hop music, you know? And so that's kind of what stimulated my music journey. And also, I guess what makes it unique to me, because I'm like, oh, I really want to make music that does talk about my experience growing up, but also I want to make it simple enough too, where people who maybe haven't been through our experiences can still have fun and vibe with it and be like, yo, actually, this shit's kind of fire. So that's kind of the intent on what I wanted to do with my music. I'm like, I do want it to be fun. At points, there are going to be times where I might be a little bit more serious or like share more of a story, but at the end of the day, that's what music is for, you know? It's for you to have fun, for us to put history out there, and that's just what I'm doing.
I love that. So follow-up question. So you mentioned that like your girl cousins, like they all went and got married and everything like that. What steered you to not follow their path?
You know, that's funny. I sometimes think about it. I'm like, why didn't I do what they did? Like, not saying that what they did was wrong, you know? But I will say, I think because I did have a pretty headstrong mom. I will say like she's probably a little bit more Americanized, and I grew up kind of watching her just like talk. She was always like wanting to have a job that paid more, and she wanted to, you know, live a lavish life. And I feel like watching her, because she was a little bit more Americanized, I was like, wow, I want to be that, you know? And so I feel like when there was instances where, right, or opportunities for me to also run away, get married, or do things that maybe were common in our traditional practice, right? I didn't do it because I've always wanted more for myself. And I always knew that I wanted to build and have a foundation that I made on my own, so that when the time comes, whether I do find somebody, whether it's my love or my friends, I'm already good where I'm at, and I can add to the conversation instead of like, you know, like help me, heal me, let me just be here. So that's kind of I guess that's probably why I didn't go do those things. But at the end of the day, I'm happy, because if I did, I would not be here in LA today, you know?
Yeah.
And so I do believe everything happens for a reason. And I think that those experiences really taught me to be able to like make music that I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this and understand that. And when they hear this music, they're going to be like, yeah, girl, fucking same.
And then you're fire as hell. It's so fire. We love it.
Thank you.
Especially the newest one, Hill Tribe. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I be
Well, Lion Hill Tribe is my
replaying.
favorite.
Yes!
I replay your verse. Oh my, I be singing it now. Like, well, we Hill Trap. Like, okay, let me stop right now. Let me stop.
I can't. I'm trying not to. I'm like smiling so hard. I'm trying to relax. I'm cool, you guys. I'm cool.
No, I feel like we're just definitely so happy that like there's you, right, that's able to have this platform and have this, so that other younger women that really want to do what you do or make music or just be out there is able to do it, because there's not many Hmong women that does this, you know, and we love that you do.
Oh, I know.
It's like I feel like you were like one of the first ones that actually did, like hip hop wise, you know, dressing however the fuck you want, do whatever the fuck you want, and like
Girl,
you
life is
embody
too
it
short.
so much that like I literally love it so much.
You're one to talk. I feel like you are literally the fucking same. Like, I didn't even know you, and I met you, like, obviously, like, I met Emmy, like, on social media. Technically, Lex, too. But I really was drawn to Emmy because her content is just so fucking sexy, so fire. And I was like, yo, this the fucking type of shit I need to be on. I need to wake up to this every day. Like, this is my manifestation. These are my affirmations.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And so I appreciate you for saying that. But I'm also like, you know, I do think that there is a very strong need and a desire to like want to fit in. And I feel like it's hard because we're not super, super Hmong, right? But we're also not super Mika, like we're Hmong Mika. And so I feel like we're making that platform for us and kids like us. And I feel like the newer generation, I think with us setting the the path, it'll be easier for them to be able to really be unapologetically who they are. And so that's what I'm really hoping for. Like, I want to see Hmong people shine the fuck out next year. Like, I don't give a fuck what it is, what you do, like, just do it and shine, you know?
And I definitely feel like now there's so much more to with like, especially with Sunisa, and then with you, and then with Nikki, and you know, so many things lately. I'm just like so proud of like our Hmong people.
Yes, we're loud.
Yes,
we're very loud right now.
Right, right now too.
Right now, yeah, right now.
We gotta keep it that way.
Yes. So you mentioned like moving to LA, right? How was your move? What was it like? What made you want to move to LA?
I always knew I wanted to live on the West Coast. Like, from a young age, I've always wanted to live in California. There was a point in time that I actually auditioned for schools in New York and California. So I auditioned for AMDA, which is American Musical Dramatic Academy. If you guys don't know, that's the school that Jason Derulo went to before he blew the fuck up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yes, and so
Jason Derulo. Oh my god, I haven't heard of him.
yes,
in so long.
Jason Derulo. You know, so I heard that he had gone there, and I wanted to apply for like music school. So that's what I initially had done. But my mom was like, no, you need to have like a steady degree and something that's like more stable. And so I was like, fine. Because I'm obviously growing up Hmong, you know, I wanted to be super respectful of my parents and wanted to do it in a way that they would be proud of too. And so I went to school and for fashion.
Okay, I see.
Wow. We can
I
definitely tell.
yes. I definitely see you as like a fashion designer,
Yeah.
fashionista, stylist, like.
Yes.
Just the stylist part though, because I went to school for fashion and I realized real quick that it was not my thing.
Really?
Girl, you
Yes.
feel good right now.
Yes, I love styling. I do like making pieces and like messing around with like, you know, designing, but when you get graded for it, and I get props to all fashion designers because that shit's fucking hard. Oh, can I swear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead. Yeah.
All right, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I went to school for fashion and then realized really quickly that I loved wearing it and design, like styling it, but not making it. And so I ended up doing graphic design. And then after graphic design, I had like I graduated. I had my big girl job. I had been living in Wisconsin for I think like maybe a year or two. I had been working for this really big corporation, making really good money. And I was like, okay, great. But girl, I gained weight so fast. I literally was just eating, partying, like hanging out with my family, gaining weight. And like, you know, Hmong people, they love to drink beer and cook out every freaking weekend.
Yeah.
You know? And so like, I think at some point I was just like, what am I doing with my life? And it wasn't bad. Like, I do think that, like, just things like this, they're normal. You know, like, people who want to party and celebrate and do cookouts every weekend, like, that's totally normal, you know? But I feel like for me, I had outgrown that. And I was like, I think I'm just ready to challenge myself a little bit more. And so living in Wisconsin, I was super stable. I was super comfortable. And then COVID happened. This was maybe, like, a year or two before COVID. And then COVID had happened. And when COVID had happened, I was like, damn, like, life is so short. I should probably move to California when it gets better. And so when it finally uplifted and everything like calmed down, I was like, okay, I think this is time to make the move. And so Santi and I, my husband, we ended up driving out here. And yeah, we've been here in LA ever since. So it's been like,
was he from Wisconsin too?
he's actually from Chicago.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, but we're
okay.
Midwest babies. I mean, we're all Midwest babies.
Yeah.
But yes, he's an Illinois kid. And so yeah, we came to LA. We drove out here. It took us 3 days. It was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we first moved out here, I did as much research as possible. Like I watched so many YouTube videos. I was like Googling like apartments, and I like talked to each and every person like who was like renting the apartment. Like, can I see videos? Can I see pictures? And so when we had come out here, it was so funny because it was all unexpected. But like the apartment was like way smaller than I expected. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess. It wasn't like in the best area either. And I was like, okay. I'm like, well, that's not like too new because obviously I'm like from Milwaukee, you know, and I'm like, it's not that bad, but it's not that great. You know? You know? So I was like, okay, it's just like home sweet home. And so, yeah, I think like the first year it took a lot of learning of like getting my first official job in LA because I had been working remote when I had moved to LA. And so I was really quick to like and excited to meet people, establish friendships, and just explore the city of LA because I've always wanted to live out here. And so, yeah, I've been in LA for maybe, I think, like 4 years?
Wow.
I think 4 years now.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. But I think that if you have the right mindset and if you know what you're here for and you stay focused, you could definitely do it. You just have to remember what the end goal is. So
Yes. That is so important because, you know, Emmy and I were always thinking about, you know, let's just move to LA.
do it!
Let's do it. But what's stopping us? is that damn rent.
Dude, it's
We
expensive.
see that rent. It's like what, 3,000, 4,000 a month for a 2-bedroom.
As a damn house.
Yes.
Dude,
Literally.
Yeah.
I think the cheapest you'll get for like a studio out here is like $1,500 if you're lucky.
really?
I don't think we could survive in a studio,
Yeah.
Bessie.
Know what? All my clothes, and my pets, and all her pets.
Yeah, no, we would have like what, four animals?
1, 2,
Six?
3, 4, 5.
Oh, five.
That's a whole
Six.
family.
Yeah.
Six animals in total.
Yeah.
That is too wild.
Wait, what animals?
This is a zoo.
Cats, dogs?
and
I got
cats.
1 dog and 2 cats.
Just you? Oh, so then you're animals.
My
no,
animals
she has.
too.
Oh, you
2
have-
dogs and 1 cat.
Yeah.
You both have 2 dogs and 1 cat?
1 dog,
Two
2
cats.
cats.
You have 1 dog, 2 cats. She got 2.
2 dogs, 1 cat. Yeah.
Damn, that's a big ass family.
Yeah.
That
I'm gonna need to see you guys
is-
as babies.
Yes, for you later.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Yes, they are something, but they're not going to be here though.
Yeah, like
Not
it's
yet,
expensive.
Not yet. Not
They can,
yet.
they can wait. LA ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be here for a minute.
Yes, that pet deposit, pet rent is not a
Yes.
joke. Oh my god.
I know. I'm like, you'll get lucky depending on like where you rent. Some people have really good deals. So, luckily for us, when we moved out here, the landlord only charged us for a one-time payment. But I know some places they charge you monthly, like to have a dog or cat sometimes. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm
One
like-
time all the way.
Not me paying rent for my pet too.
Right,
Literally.
like, ooh, you gotta go to work.
I said, all right, you gonna
sleep and eat.
start an Instagram channel for you, but start influencing for me, make some money, baby.
Yes. Yeah, but okay, Ninaco, back to your fashion.
Yes.
How do you wear what you wear confidently? And especially in our Hmong community, how, like, you know, if Hmong women wear provocative pieces, it's like looked down upon on or so taboo. Like,
Yeah.
how do you stay positive with that and just very confident? Like, I don't care. I'm out here with my fit and I don't care what you say. Like,
Ooh, that is a good question.
Because,
I asked myself
girl,
that too. I'm
yes.
just kidding.
You're so confident. Your face
I know, I
are
love it.
fire.
I
How
love
do
it,
you do it?
guys.
How do you do it, girl?
Honestly, I feel like you just gotta do it. Life is so short. Like, I can only say that so many times, but it is. Like, at the end of the day, I will say within my journey too, so I'm the oldest of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so I
Wow.
grew up very traditional. Like, I was very like, oh, I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna clean, take care of the kids, and I feel like I lived my whole life for my parents. And like I said, even like in college, like I was trying to audition, run off to California, New York, and my mom was like, "Nah, you gonna stay and get a degree." So I was like, "Okay," and that's exactly what I did, you know. And so I did everything I could within my power to try to make my parents proud. And like, you know, I got my degree and everything. I got my job, and like I said, at the end of the day, I was there. Like, I had my big girl job, I had my degree, and I was getting paid well. I was able to afford everything, but I was just like, dude, I'm just like, not a bad way, but I was like, damn, I'm just getting fat. Like I wish I could be. I mean, to be fair, I think about it now. Like, if I was like in the mindset I am now, I feel like I could be so much more intentional and do so much more in Wisconsin. But I feel like coming out here has taught me so much to like, from being super intentional with my content, being intentional with my time and my money and my finances. And so, yeah, I think like with that, the independence obviously gives you confidence, and then the confidence just rubs off. And I feel like, you know, I technically would wear stuff like this in Wisconsin, and I would get judged the fuck out. Like, my mom and them would make fun of me all the time. And my aunt was like, "They'd be like, oh, you know, like, it looks like you've been eating because you're gaining some fucking weight." I'm like, thanks. I'm like, I've been eating good. So I'm like, I can't help that. I'm more
Right.
voluptuous than you. Have you been starving? I don't know, you know? And so
Yes.
I also just learned that, like, being a Hmong daughter in the Hmong community, you can't really take everything to heart. You just kind of have to take it with a grain of salt because
Everyone always has something to say.
yeah,
No
you know,
matter.
everybody's always gonna hate you. Like, at the end of the day, no, everyone, like, you can't make everyone happy. And so I've just learned you have to make yourself happy. And I feel like the right people will love you and will support you in that. And I feel like that's definitely what I've been feeling now. Like, you know, I feel I'm just gonna fucking be myself. And that's what I did. And I feel like people are like, "Well, that's amazing." I'm like, yo, you should too. Like, this shit is actually not as hard as you think. I think once you do it, and you just I don't know. I think also live on your own, pay your own rent, and all that stuff. It gives you just the confidence. So I'm just like, do what you got to do. At the end of the day, the only person who can take care of you is you. The only person who can make you happy is you. And the only person who's gonna pay your bills and wipe your ass is you.
Yes.
So you know, at the end of the day, I think, like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. You know, I think people who love you, they may say what they think is best for you, and you could choose to take that or leave it. You know, but yeah, I think fashion wise, just fucking wear it. I mean, I'm trying to look cute every day. I feel like life is too short not to romanticize yourself. And I thought I spent too many years being uncomfortable in my body, and so I'm ready to be comfortable unapologetically. With magic sounds.
Perfect timing. I love that because like today I literally released the episode talking about like embracing you doesn't mean abandoning your culture.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And because look at you. You're literally the perfect example of that. You literally embrace yourself, but then everything like you do music wise and everything, you're literally representing Hmong women.
Yes.
And I love that so much.
Yes.
So with what you're saying, you know when it comes to like Hmong people, like polai means like, oh, you're polite because you have tattoos. You're polite because you go do things, go drink, go sleep around, da 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 da. But what does polite mean to you?
Polite means she bad bitch, she hustling, she got that money, she do whatever the fuck she wants, she dress however the fuck she wants, she give no fucks. At the end, I mean, I feel like it falls under so many things, but I for sure when I did Polai, like my song Polai, I was like, I wanted to be a change in my narrative. Like, okay, I don't know what Polai is for y'all, but for me, Polai means bad bitch. Okay, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. It's bad bitch. And I just say that because Polai women were the trendsetters. Like, at the end of the day, yes, like, sure, they got their hair dyed, their tattoos, and their piercings, but they did things that everyone was scared to do, right? That wasn't normal. They stood out, and at the end of the day, they were confident in who they were, and that's the one thing that I really admired about Polais. You know, I'm just like, man, fuck that. Like, they give no fucks. At the end of the day, you can still hate on them, and they still gonna dress the way they dress. They still gonna feel the way they feel. They're gonna be like, I don't give two fucks because I look good today. And I said, damn, you right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
Yes.
I love your energy. We needed that so much today.
I love it.
Yes.
So, you know, Polais only.
I love that. I really think it's about redefining the word too, because
Yes.
even like the word bitch, right? It's
Yes.
like, oh my gosh, at first when females hear the word bitch, like we were so like offended by that word, but we redefined it as like, you know what? If you're gonna call me a bitch, put bad in front of it. Bad bitch.
Yes.
Period. And that is what Balai is. To
Yes,
us as
girl.
Hmong women.
See, but you see what I mean? Like, women have to keep adapting to, like, the things that
Yes.
people,
That's so true.
oh, she's a bitch. Okay, fine, I'm a bitch. And then we take it, and they go, oh, now she's taking it. And be like, yeah, polite. Be like, yeah, be polite. If you're going to keep calling us that, might as well just embrace it. Like, yeah, just say you're mad that you can't do it.
Period.
I'm just kidding. We all love good polites too, you know. But yeah, I do think like, yeah, I think just wear whatever you want to wear. Life is too short, and buy it.
Yes, yes. That's so
Buy it.
freaking true.
Buy it.
I mean, our parents didn't go do all that just so that we could sit here and suffer too.
Right. You're so right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, what culture barriers have you faced or are facing currently? Just like with your music, who you are, like what you're trying to go for in our Hmong community, or just like in mainstream media in general.
I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I think for me, like my own personal experience since becoming an artist, I think one of the things that we are still constantly learning as a collective is just like of our value, what we bring to the table, and like what to ask for. Because I feel like we have such a strong love for our artists and we want to see them and we want to do all these things. But then I also know like there's, promoters and venues that may not be able to pay them what they want to pay, right? And so they kind of go, this is an opportunity for you. And so I feel like there's a lot of conversations that I've had, like even with my colleagues about like in the industry, how to navigate, like having those type of business conversations, whether or not you have managers, and being able to respect your craft as an artist. I will say too, like something that I've wanted to do as among female artists, like on the rise, is I wanted to follow like the similar, I guess, like method of like K-pop, you know, because they have a lot of dancing. There's a lot of like singing in it, but I love that they have choreo for like everything. And so I've been very heavily on like wanting, like, I feel like we have such a great roster of Hmong artists already, like right now singing and like on stage and really great stage presence. I would love to see us like take it even a step further to like pop American industry standards, right? To see us like do a lot of dancing. Because I feel like the closest we get to that is like maybe like them singing and then having like Hmong dancers in the back, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not like they Hmong dancing too, you know? Like they're not like, you know? And so yeah, I think like definitely some of the things that I've struggled with is I think as a female artist too, I think sometimes people might take advantage of that. Like, oh, she's female, I can be a little bit more aggressive, or I'm gonna try to like lowball her. But I think if people don't know me beforehand, I'm pretty like headstrong. So
I could tell. When you walked in, I was like, she's that bitch.
I said, hey besties, what y'all doing? We haven't seen each other.
No, it's that high vibrational energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it. Love it.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it could be much sometimes. So I'm like, ever let me know. I just need to dial down
You'll
low.
never be too much.
Oh, I love you. I love you. That's bestie right there. But yeah, I think like being a female in the industry can be kind of tough, but I have like taken measures to be like smart about it, right? Like, so for my conversations, I have a manager. So that's really nice. Some of the other things that I feel like we kind of, I don't know if I feel like it's oppression, because I feel like in the industry, yes, as Hmong people, nobody really knows who we are. You know, so obviously if we go like perform at a pub or like at some venue, like they may or may not like be like, oh, okay, cool, compared to like, I don't know, like Korean people or, you know, Filipinos. Like, I feel like they just have so much more of a rep. And so whenever I go out there, I always think it's like a great opportunity, though, instead of taking it like, damn, like nobody knows who Hmong people are. Nobody's going to be able to resonate with my music. It's more, it's just like, nah, man, if Bad Bunny can fucking do it, we can too. Because I don't know what the hell half the time what that dude's saying, but I fucking rock with
Well, you
it.
fuck with it.
Yeah,
Right? Like, yes.
I said, Bad Bunny, yeah, fuck. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I want. I want my music to be universal, and so I feel like in order to be able to do that, we have to not be afraid about those restrictions and put ourselves in those boxes. It's just more like it's a clean slate, bro. Nobody knows who you are. Perfect. This is the best elevator pitch you could have, right? Like go out, might as well make the biggest bang. And so I don't know if I face anything. If I do face anything, maybe I just like step over it. But I will
strong.
say, ooh, I'm like, yeah, don't fight me unless you're ready. I'm just kidding.
I
Yes.
actually have a follow-up question with that. Do you think you moving to LA like made it this way versus if you still stayed in Wisconsin?
Ooh, I 100% think yes. I say that because, like I said, like even the mentality that I had in Wisconsin, I always had a strong desire of coming out to California. Like I would dream about it. I even like would wake up crying sometimes. I'd just be like, oh, it wasn't real. I'm in Wisconsin. Like the fuck, you know? And so when I came out here, I was just like, I think there's just like there's really the sky is like not even the fucking limit, you know? Like the only reason I heard this quote the other day and it resonated with me. I wish I knew this earlier, but low-key, this is probably kind of how I've been like manifesting my life. That people are afraid to do it because they're afraid to succeed. Basically meaning like you're afraid to do it because what happens if you did do it and you fucking killed it? Then what? Are you afraid of success? You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of success. And I was like, you know, that's fucking right. Because like Beyonce wouldn't have been Beyonce if Beyonce didn't do everything Beyonce did, right? And like vice versa. Like not saying that we have to be completely like screaming and like look at me, but at the end of the day, I'm like I think we've been taught from such a young age that we have to be quiet, be modest, stay in line. And I'm like, oh bitch, yeah, no, we've been doing that our whole lives. I'm like I could do that, but also I have so much more to the table, and if you want to get to know my book, you can open it right here and read it. And so yeah, I do think living in LA has definitely enabled that personality, but I also think it's so important for you to be able to go out and explore and live your life on your own, with your friends, with your significant other, and really understand who you are as a person. Because I feel like when we grow up in our household, like, not that it's a bad thing, but I do feel like being in an Asian household, sometimes they try to mold your personality and what they want from you, because, you know, you're their children. They want what's best for you. And sometimes, like, I will say too, like, I've learned that for me, my siblings, my mom, and even my future kids, I just want my family to be happy. So I'm like, I don't care what you do. If you're happy, that's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to make the most money. If you have enough to pay your bills and feed yourself, that's all I care about.
Yep.
Right? But if you're baller, that's great too. Like, invite me in your yacht. I'll be there and be happy with you.
Yes.
You know, and so, yeah. I think, I mean, definitely LA's expensive, but if you make it out here and you live out here long enough and you meet the right people and you do what you were meant to do, I feel like you would definitely find yourself. And that's how I feel. So,
Yes.
So do you see yourself living here like for a long time, or? Oh.
that's the plan.
Yeah.
I really do want to live out here forever.
Mhm.
I would love to have kids because I want to basically. The only reason I really want to stay out here is because I want to have kids and give them the opportunity to
experience
also
it.
be able to experience it. Yeah, like I'm like,
Yes.
oh, it'd be cool to get them into acting or dancing or singing, and then obviously if they are not interested, and I'm like, that's totally fine. Like I'm not gonna force you to do anything, but I just know that the resources here are so much more accessible, and so that's what I kind of want to do, but. I've also just learned so much in the past like 2-3 years, and so my goal too, like whether or not we end up having kids, I would love to just take whatever I have and then just bring it back. Whether I go back to Wisconsin, I'm debating on like where I want to retire. Like I really want to retire in Utah, but I'm like I should probably go to the Midwest.
Really?
Yes, it's so beautiful out there. I drove through it when we came through California, so I was like, oh yeah, this is where I'm retiring. Super pretty plateaus, really pretty like different mesa colors, but yeah. So basically, when I damn, I'm like losing my freaking train of thought.
You're good.
I went too freaking fast. Too fast.
What are you talking about?
But honestly, when
LA
you said
kids.
about the plateau, I was thinking about the song "The Hills Are Alive." Do you guys know that song? It's from a really old movie.
No idea.
I thought she was gonna say like "Run for the Hills" by Tay, and I was like, wait, that is not the lyric.
Yeah.
Wait, the hills are alive.
Yes, it's this musical. It's from a very old movie, but I forgot what it was.
I don't watch
but-
American movies.
Yeah.
So I don't
What do you watch? Korean drama?
K-drama.
Oh.
Scary movies. I mean, I watch American Scary movies.
Oh, I love horror movies.
Oh,
Horror
yeah.
movies are my favorite.
But yeah, I will insert the little song that I just sang here, so like you guys get what I'm talking about.
All right.
I'm gonna listen to the song.
It's a really old song.
So we lost that train of thought, but that's okay.
No, you're good.
So moving on, what words of advice would you give to like young, like Hmong girls that want to, two questions, want to pursue art or want to embrace themselves, but they're not able to?
Oh, that's a good question. For any of my girls out there, I think that everybody out there is already taken. So be yourself. There is nobody else out there like you, and nobody's gonna know that unless you put yourself out there and you show us. I'm also a firm believer of if you're given a platform and a stage, you got to show them what you're capable of and what you want to do and how you're going to do it so that you could prove to these people that you deserve this stage. And so, yeah, I think whether you choose to pursue artistry or just embrace yourself, whether it's self-love, your fashion, or maybe just being more confident and setting boundaries, right? Saying no. And not feeling bad and shameful about it, because I've been there, you know, I've experienced that. I think just remember, at the end of the day, everybody deserves to be loved and protected, and you have to protect yourself because nobody else will do that. A quote that I lived by was save one person every day, even if that person is yourself. And so, and I've lived by that because I'm like, and you know, and when the day comes where you don't have to save yourself anymore, take that time to save someone else. And so, yeah, I'm a very firm believer of just be happy, put good love, be a good person, bro. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, just be happy. Just be a good person. How
Yes.
easy,
Yes.
how hard can that be?
Yes.
But yeah.
So, how does your creative process look like from an idea to your final piece?
I think I like spitball a lot of things. I used to just listen to beats like every day and write. And so I would write to maybe like 2-3 beats every day. So I have like 25 songs that I've written, but I haven't recorded. Yeah, because like you have to buy the
Okay.
beat and everything and all that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like, well, before I put these officially out, like, let me make sure I even want these songs. And so that was kind of how I initially started. But as I have met like my other colleagues, like Treasure, and even like Detney and Charlie, like from Misfits, some of the other Hmong artists in the community, just seeing how they work has been really cool, and kind of like how they are in the studio, how they process, and just kind of how they spitball, how they freestyle, and how they brainstorm. I'm like, damn, like, okay, like Treasure's freaking crazy when it comes to like harmonies and like producing a beat. And my friend Detney, like she's like she's like on par with Doja Cat lyrics in my opinion. Like she's the type of person where I love her writing process. And so yeah, I think like for my artistry, I typically just go with the flow. I think I make music that really vibes with me. Like if I hear a beat that makes me want to shake my ass, I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna write to this one. I do typically write to like more fast-paced beats because I love like, you know, partying. Like I want to hear shit that I can hear in the club, when I'm driving in the car, you know, when I'm working out.
Yes.
I'm a very hype type of girl. Like if I could be happy and hype all the time, I can. I mean, not saying that I can't. I cry a lot too, so don't be surprised. I'm a cry baby.
You're a strong girly if you cry a lot.
Oh yes,
You really like him.
oh yes.
A sensitive gangster.
Yes,
Yeah.
girls
Sensitive
like me
gangster.
don't cry.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for my artistry, I typically try to write stuff that I feel like would encourage me to just be my most unapologetical self. And plus, I feel like also listening to Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and you know, Nicki Minaj and all of them, I think I'm also just like, oh, like, damn, you know, we have Asian girls like that too. And so I feel like that was kind of like my intent. I wanted to make music for girls like us. And so then that way, when we have, like, we could be like, oh yeah, like, oh my God, this is a song talking about me, like, among girls, oh, bangs, or okay, you know? And so, yeah, that's kind of like my process. I think sometimes it could be a little bit more intimate, like my song Sunisa. I really wanted it to really represent my version of what I perceived in Sunisa, because she's my superhero, you know? And so I was like, okay, I want to make a song that even if people don't know who like Hmong people are or Sunisa is, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, pull a Sunisa. They're just gonna be, oh yeah, it just sounds fucking fire. Yeah, like it just sounds like you're gonna pull something, like you're gonna do something, like yeah. And so, you know, I think that's the fun part about the artistry too. Like it's always ever changing, but for sure, definitely, if I'm vibing to it and I feel like I can shake my ass to it, then it's a definite yes.
Period. So, what makes you unapologetically yourself?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what made my head this big, honestly. I'm like, I don't know. I think I just really learned to really fall in love with myself. And I think just being able to fall in love with the journey. And I think just really appreciating every little thing. And so, yeah, I think like life is hard, you know, people work hard to get where they're at. And I think you just got to enjoy every piece of it. I think sometimes people are just too focused on the end goal, but I'm like, no, you got to enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Like I tell people all the time, like LA is hard. It still is, you know, but I'm like, but what's a good success story? Like a struggle story, you know, like if you come here and you made it, like, okay, that wasn't inspiring.
story. Yeah.
Like I need to hear that you cried, you lost some money, you lost your
Almost
car,
lived
your
under
job.
a bridge.
Yeah,
like,
you know.
okay.
And then I could be like, damn, I need to see this bitch in concert, you know? So, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love your laugh. It's so contagious. You got me over here like, wait, let me do the same effect.
Oh, yes.
All right, so we're gonna play a little game.
Oh, my God.
It's called the Palai Hasi. Okay.
Oh, my God, I love it already. Ah!
And it says like we're gonna give you 5 seconds to answer the question, but you could answer a little bit longer. It's okay.
Okay.
All right. So first question: what's the most embarrassing thing you've done to impress a guy or a girl?
Oh, my God. Okay, there was one time in middle school that I really was trying to. I say that because this is the first and last time I embarrassed myself. Never again. Just kidding. I I went to John Muir Middle School, and there was this like bowling alley up the hill from us, and so we had the privilege of being able to actually go up to the bowling alley and like take gym classes there. So I remember I was trying to impress my crush, and we were getting ready to leave, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna like put my bowling ball away at the same time he puts his bowling ball away, so that it could be like a cute moment. And when I did it, I crushed his fingers.
Oh my god!
And he dropped his ball, and I just like was like, I'm so sorry, and then he was just like, no, it's okay. And he put the ball back, I put the ball back, and I was just like, never again. Oh no, we don't chase, they chase.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, first and last.
Okay, next question. What's a Hmong superstition you secretly still believe in?
Oh, whistling at night.
Literally, I believe that too.
Like,
One time I whistled, and my niece was like, "Auntie, mommy said if you whistle, the monster's gonna come."
oh.
I was like, "No, it's not." And then guess what? I freaking got set up.
No.
Yes, that's why I believe that for real.
Oh no, that shit.
I believe that so hard.
Good thing I don't know how to whisper, so.
It's whistle.
let's say whisper.
She's like, so she don't know how to whisper.
I mean, whisper.
I don't know how to whistle either.
We don't have to worry about legs. She's super far off.
Don't mind me, though. I meant whistle.
Oh my god.
Can you whistle?
I can.
Ooh.
See, I can't whistle out.
Ooh.
Oh really? You can only whistle in?
Mhm.
Wait, hold on. We gotta see that.
Oh shit, hold up. I'm shy now. Okay, let me try. Hold up.
Okay, we won't look at Emmy.
Okay. That's it. I can't whistle.
Oh, was that you?
I can't do
Oh.
out though. Can you whistle?
I can't.
Oh, you
Damn.
said that, yeah.
I can't whisper.
You can whistle in. I can't do out. Okay.
Bro, that you're moving air in like a specific type of way, bro.
Ooh.
It's funny how like you can't blow out, but I can suck in. That's on this PG-13.
Oh
Right.
my god.
All right, next question. What's the craziest thing you've done without your parents knowing?
Ooh, the craziest thing with the
Craziest without your parents knowing. They might know now.
Yeah.
After this episode.
Listen to this.
I'm too old for them to whoop my ass. I'm just kidding.
Right, right.
My mom's
What they
watching
gonna do
this
in
like,
Wisconsin?
damn, the craziest thing that I've done behind their back. I did sneak a boy over once.
Ooh.
Yeah, into my room, and then my dad came home earlier than I thought, and so he was in my closet. And I'm not gonna lie, like I grew up like a church girl, and I was always like I said, I've always been very like respect my family. And so when I did this, I was like, ain't no fucking way, like this feels like a movie. Like ain't no way I really have a dude in my closet with my dad home too. And so I actually snuck him out because my dad, he would always take naps during the day because he always worked night shift. Actually, I think that's what it was. I don't even think he came home from there. He was just sleeping the whole day. I think yeah. Then either he slept the whole day and he woke up because he heard something, or he came home. But I had to sneak my boyfriend out, and then like at some point my dad goes back into his room to like take his nap, and so then I had to like sneak him out of the house. But I kid you not, like first and last time, bro. I'm a very first and last time person.
Yes.
Like I don't like making the same mistakes twice, and that was the last time. But yeah, I snuck him in and out. And I remember we were outside. I literally snuck him out, and there was like a car parked, and I was like right in front of our house, and it was like late at night, and I was standing by the car, and like we were talking, and then my dad comes out, and he ducks, and my dad's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm just enjoying the air outside. I was like, please buy this. But I never do anything like this. So I think he was just like, okay, I guess. Like, like my track record's good. And so he was kind of, okay, I guess the oldest daughter's outside taking some damn air, I guess. So then like after that, my dad went in, and then my boyfriend ran off. And then I was like, never again. But yeah, that's probably the first and last time. I usually don't go against my parents. I was like trying to be super respectful. But after I turned 18 and moved out here, there's things that they don't know. I'm just kidding.
I understand that.
She just taking some air, y'all. She just taking some air.
Don't tell my mother.
Okay, so this question is kind of similar. What's a good lie that you told your parents?
Damn, man, I'm the worst liar. I'm not gonna lie. I'm the worst liar in history. Like, I'm okay. What is the time that I lied?
She don't lie.
I don't. I speak facts. Damn. Okay, I had to like really think about this. I don't know.
You've never like gone out with friends and was like, "Mom, I'm gonna go to the movies," but you're out there partying like late as fuck. Never.
No.
Really?
I was way too
Wow.
scared of my mom growing up.
Wow.
You a good girl.
Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. My mom used to beat my ass, and I used to be like, if I don't gotta go through that, I don't want to go through that. And like I said, I try to do everything in the most respectful possible way. I think maybe like, I mean, if I did lie, like maybe I went out. Damn, now I think about it, I'm like, it was always the same fucking dude. I went out to the fair. Okay, there was one time that I did lie to my parents that I wanted to go to the fair to go hang out with my friends. And they were like, okay, then take your siblings.
It's always take your damn siblings.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I can take him. And I remember taking my like siblings, and I was like, I'm gonna buy you some fries. You're gonna sit right here, and and I'm gonna go right there. Okay, you do not leave my sight, but I'm gonna be right there. And I literally like was just there like on a date with my boyfriend while I'm babysitting my siblings at the same time. Life was tough, bro, as a young American kid.
It's so funny how they always send the younger siblings. I always got sent with my sister all the
That's
time.
How many siblings do you have?
5 brothers and 4 sisters.
Oh shit, where do you sit?
The 9th. So I'm the second youngest.
Oh,
but I'm the baby girl.
Oh, that's so
Mhm.
cute. That's a big ass family too, though.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you, Lex? Well, you're the oldest.
I am the oldest.
Of how many?
Of 5, including me.
Ooh.
So 2 sisters, 2 brothers.
Oh, that's a good number.
Yeah,
That's a good number.
But I never really got sent with my siblings because I feel like my parents were already very strict with me. So like there was no types of dates. I was like anti-boy, nothing going on.
Oh
at
my
all.
God,
Yeah,
yes.
So I
That
had
sounds
none of
like
that.
the typical Hmong parent.
Yeah,
of the 2000s.
It was us till we got to like college.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Then they
Yeah.
couldn't hold us down.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We gonna live at the dorm. You can't say anything. Like,
Yeah.
Bruh.
all right, last question. How do you become a polai?
Ooh, polite. You are unapologetically yourself. You get your own bag, and you, I don't know, you just, you love yourself and you love other girls. I think that's the biggest
Yes.
thing. You're a girl's girl. That's for fucking sure. That's who we
Mhm.
are. We don't play out here. And yeah, I think that's really it. I mean, honestly, I feel like all of us have a little polite in us. We're just afraid to release it. So
Yes.
release the inner polite.
It's the polai inside.
Yes.
You see so many like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Polite. Oh, yeah, hi. Tell me do it. It's gentil. Come on, yo.
That was so freaking good.
Oh my god!
Freaking love
it.
it. We need a concert. We need a concert.
Tiny desk.
Come to Minnesota, please.
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, it's just Minnesota, but please come.
Yes, yes. Do you guys live separately or together? Or?
Separately,
Yes.
yes.
Oh.
I'm in St. Paul.
Yes.
Yes,
You said yes
you-
to like that question. I live in Blaine. She lives in St. Paul.
Wait, did I already say
She said, no, she said, do y'all live separately or together? You're like, yes.
I was saying like I'm in St. Paul and
Oh.
you're in Blaine.
I'm in Blaine. We live
Yeah.
separately.
How far is that?
A good 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay,
20
okay.
minutes on a good day, 30 minutes traffic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too
Yeah.
bad. Not too bad.
Yeah. But that is all for our episode. Ninaco, thank you again for
Yes.
joining us.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I got you guys something. Is that okay?
Yes. No, we had something for you, but I forgot to bring. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Girl, you gotta send me an address so we can send it to you.
Oh my God, I
Okay.
love you. I don't even need nothing. Okay, I just brought you guys some merch.
Oh my
Nothing crazy. It's just inside here.
so
There's 2
cute.
water bottles and
So
a sticker
adorable.
packet.
Thank
This
you.
is so adorable.
Yes.
The gummy bears.
Freaking cutest and sweetest ever.
No, I love you guys. Just a little bit polite to take home with you guys.
Thank you.
Yes, I love it.
Oh my God. We forgot to introduce the episode. It's called Polai 101 with Ninaco.
Oh,
We forgot to say that title.
Polite 101.
Oh my God. So glad that we got to have you on today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
Like,
for having me.
I loved it so much. I just love your energy and everything about you, like literally.
Yes.
I think it's the first official time we've like actually sat down, like talk, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
Thank God we had some time.
Yes. And we're gonna have more time.
Yes, this whole weekend.
Yes.
We're gonna go party after this. We're gonna parlay after
Yes. All right.
All right, you guys. Well, this episode concludes to, yeah. Sorry, you guys. My head is just like, whoa, what's going on right now? Because we had just finished our first feature with Ninaco on MHG. So we want to thank y'all. We want to thank you, Ninaco, for being part of MHG's episode today. You know, you can find Modern Monk Girl on all social media platforms at Modern Monk Girl on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube.
Ooh.
And Ninaco, where can they find you?
Oh, y'all can find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, all at Ninaco or Miso Ninaco.
Ooh, all right, period. Anything else, Emmy?
No. Do you have anything else to say, Ninaco?
Nothing. I just love you guys. And period! Yes! Polite in the house!
Yes.
All right, leave us a comment below what your favorite Ninaco song is, and we shall see you soon, girlies.
Bye!